Greetings, y'all. My name is Sean. In this video series, we will explore the lost art of storytelling. I will be sharing wisdom stories to inspire us. Today's story is entitled, The Wisdom of the Elders. Rain fell softly like the memories of generations past as Sarah walked toward the tribal council building. She pulled her jacket tight against the chill and took a deep breath, inhaling the earthy scent of the reservation. She had returned to the place where her ancestors had lived for centuries, seeking answers to questions that had plagued her restless heart. As she entered the council building, Sarah was met by the warm smiles of the tribal elders. They sat in a circle, their faces etched with lines of wisdom and their eyes sparkling with stories untold. Sarah approached them with a mixture of reverence and curiosity. It had been years since she had set foot on the reservation, but the pull of her heritage had become irresistible. "Welcome, Sarah," said Elder Josephine, her voice a melodic blend of authority and kindness. "We've been expecting you." Sarah nodded, her throat suddenly dry. "Thank you, Elder Josephine." The elders motioned for her to sit in the center of the circle. They began to chant, their voices rising and falling like a river's song. Sarah closed her eyes, allowing the ancient words to wash over her. She felt a connection to something greater than herself, something that had always been a part of her, but had remained hidden. When the chanting ended, Sarah opened her eyes to find the elders gazing at her with a mix of knowing and compassion. "Tell us, child," said Elder Samuel, his white hair framing a face that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. "What brings you back to us?" Tears welled in Sarah's eyes as she recounted the story of her journey. She spoke of the fast-paced city life, the pressures of her job, and the loneliness that had crept into her heart. She told them of her struggle to find meaning and purpose, despite all the modern conveniences and distractions. "I've come here seeking wisdom," she confessed. "I want to understand how to live a life of purpose and mindfulness as our ancestors did." Elder Josephine nodded thoughtfully. "You have come to the right place, Sarah. Our people have always known the importance of mindfulness and compassion. We believe in the interconnectedness of all things, and we strive to live in harmony with the land and each other." Elder Samuel leaned forward, his eyes locking onto hers. "To find wisdom, you must first connect with the land," he said. "Take a walk with me tomorrow, and I will teach you how to listen to the earth." The next morning, Sarah and Elder Samuel set out on a journey through the reservation. He led her to a lush meadow where they sat beneath the shade of an ancient oak tree. "Close your eyes," Elder Samuel instructed. Sarah did as she was told, feeling the earth beneath her, the wind against her skin, and the rustling leaves above. She became aware of the subtle sounds, the chirping of birds, the hum of insects, and the gentle flow of a nearby stream. "Now listen," Elder Samuel said. Listen to the heartbeat of the land. As Sarah listened, she felt a deep sense of peace wash over her. She realized that the world was alive with a symphony of sounds and rhythms, and she was just one small part of it. Elder Samuel shared stories of their ancestors who had lived in harmony with nature, honoring the cycles of the moon and the seasons. He spoke of the importance of gratitude and mindfulness in daily life. To live a life of purpose and mindfulness, he said, you must cultivate gratitude for the gifts of the earth. Each day, find something to be thankful for, whether it's the warmth of the sun on your skin or the taste of fresh water from the stream. Sarah spent weeks with the elders, soaking in their wisdom like a sponge. She learned about traditional healing practices, the art of storytelling, and the importance of community. She felt a profound sense of belonging that she had never experienced before. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars filled the sky, Sarah sat with the elders around a crackling fire. Elder Josephine began to tell a story of a great flood that had once threatened their people. In the face of disaster, she said, our ancestors came together with compassion and determination. They built canoes to save their families, and they shared what little they had with those in need. It was a time when the bonds of community were tested and strengthened. As Sarah listened to the story, she realized that the true wisdom lay in the interconnectedness of all beings. She had come seeking answers, but what she had found was something far greater, an understanding of the importance of mindfulness and compassion, building a meaningful life. Months later, Sarah returned to the city, carrying with her the teachings of the elders. She no longer felt lost or disconnected. Instead, she saw the world with new eyes, filled with gratitude for the simple joys of life and a deep sense of compassion for all living things. She started a mindfulness group in her community, sharing the lessons she had learned from the tribal elders. People from all walks of life joined, seeking the same sense of purpose and connection that she had found. Sarah had discovered the wisdom of the elders, a wisdom that had been passed down through generations and was now being shared with the world. In their teachings, she found not only the answers she had sought, but also a way to bring mindfulness and compassion to others, creating a ripple effect of positive change in her community and beyond.